Okay, so sports for the blind. A lot of I'm visually impaired, so I can't read the chat this far away.
Okay.
But anyway, so back in 2012, we heard about this blind baseball. It's called Beep Baseball, BEEP
Hmm.
baseball. So we did some research, looked on YouTube and all kinds of stuff, and they have blind baseball. So we decided to start a team here in Spokane, and we started a team, and not everybody likes baseball, but there are other sports. There's like snowshoeing, tandem biking, cross country skiing. Um, we do blind bowling. We do blind archery. We do all kind of hiking, walking, all kinds of. We're trying to get blind or visually impaired people off the couch and
Yeah.
exercising in some way, shape, or form, one way or another, because a lot of people that are going blind or are blind feel feel sorry for themselves and think that they can't do things. So we're trying to get them off the couch and be independent so that they can run 100 feet to a base, without a
Yeah.
cane or without a guide dog or without anything. They just run by hearing the base and they run to the base. So that's basically what that's our organization. We are a nonprofit organization in Spokane, um, Washington. So that's what we do.
So, are there other chapters in other cities or states?
We do have a team over in Tacoma, Washington, but we're not in other. We don't have other chapters yet. We're we don't have a whole lot of money, so we can't spread too fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We go by donations. There's nobody being paid. I'm the president of the organization, but like I said, there's nobody being paid. So, um, we can't. We have to work as well as do this on the side.
So, I have a question from the audience. Somebody wanted to know, how do you do blind archery?
So there's a jig that's set up on. It's on like a camera tripod, and it
Okay.
has a. You have a piece of wood, or they have fancier things, but a piece of wood with like two clamps on it. So that's where your feet are placed, your front foot and your back foot. And then you have on the tripod, you have a wooden dowel that goes and basically points at the target. And then you put your knuckle that you're holding the bow with on that wooden rod,
Hmm.
so the arrow is basically perpendicular, the same way as the rod, and then you pull back and fire, you know, and I mean it's not perfect, but
Yeah.
then they have uh, like a rope or a string or whatever that goes from the tripod up to the target. Of course, you don't go up there without. I mean, we do have sighted people um, there to help out and stuff, but
Yeah.
a lot of blind people, they like to do things on their own. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of blind people that don't. Don't get me wrong. There's people that, oh well, go, get me this, get me that, get me this. But we're trying to make the visually impaired and totally blind people more independent for themselves.
So, Sports for the Blind is the name of your organization then?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We have a 501c3. So we're, the nonprofit for the IRS and all that stuff, so people can write off their taxes and all that stuff. So, yeah, we are. That's our organization name. Sorry,
That's a
I'm
good
trying to.
organization to have.
Yeah. So, and I'm just on social. I have lot of social medias like on Periscope and YouTube and all the different social medias that you can probably think of. But anyway, and I don't go live all that much, but we're just trying to do blind awareness for people that are visually impaired on social media. We have, we're trying to do these different things to challenge people in other cities to wear blindfold, just for a day. See how you can get around your own house. See how you get to the store, different things. So,
Well, that's good because most people, I would suppose, if it wasn't for their visual impairment, they'd be otherwise completely healthy then.
yeah. And the number in the United States, I should say, in the United States, the number one cause of blindness is diabetes.
Okay.
So if you're exercising, you have a less chance, or whatever you want to say,
Yeah.
of getting diabetes. So with the exercise, doing whichever one you're involved in, I'm involved with pretty much all of them. You have less chance of having diabetes, which I do have diabetes type 2, but it's under control right now. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely a good thing.
So what do you, this is your channel here. So what do you broadcast about? I noticed a lot of people are on YouTube. So you must have a
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Well, usually I come on, I'll read Bible stories, preach a little sermon, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to share the gospel, tell people about Jesus.
Okay, cool. And do you come on like every day, or just Sundays or Saturdays?
No, it's just whenever I feel led to come on. It's not every
Okay.
day.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But previously, I'd been using another platform called StreamYard to multicast to the different social media channels simultaneously. But
Mm-hmm.
that's a paid subscription, and HAPS, of course, is free.
Exactly.
And so,
Yeah,
well, I
and
come on here, I'm trying this one out, and they tell me that eventually they're going to have all the features that StreamYard has. And when they get to that point, I think I'll drop that subscription and just do everything from here.
yeah, we're still in beta. The
Yeah.
HAPS is still in beta. When the announcement came for Periscope that they're shutting down, this app just got flooded, and
Mhm.
there was all kinds of issues and stuff. But now it's starting to get worked out. Now they're starting to get stabilized and all that stuff. So I think here soon they're not going to be in beta anymore.
Yeah, that'd be a good deal. And plus, the users coming over from Periscope, buying the awards to give out and all that should help the financial situation of HAPS too.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. And they do have a sale on their coins as well until midnight tonight, Pacific Standard Time. You get 50% off. So if you buy a $9.99 or $10 package, you basically get $5
Yeah.
basically in coins. So it's a pretty good deal. It's usually not that much. So, but yeah, I don't know if your YouTube users want to come over here, but you do have an invite code on your, just before you go live. There's a code there. You can copy that and paste it into
Oh, okay.
your bio, and then they'll get an extra, I think it's 500 coins if they join up under your code. And then you will also get, I think, 500 or 50. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It's some sort of coins that you get, which the coins that you get or anybody buys, they can give you an award. Like I
Yeah.
gave you an award earlier. At least I think I did.
Yeah, you
I
did,
don't
and I
know.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. So anyway, that's just basically how it works. But then when you get to $200 on your awards, on your ticker up there, Once you get to $200, you can cash out if you wanted to.
Okay.
But then they charge you a processing fee of, I think it's like $6.95 or something of that nature, $7. So, but yeah, if you have any questions, I mean, I know quite a bit about it, and yeah, if you're YouTube or Periscope people want to come over here, use your invite code, and then you're on desktop right now, right?
Yeah.
You should see your invite code. I don't remember where it's at on the desktop version. Anyway, it's like haps.tv at,
Yeah.
or invite at, and then your whatever your username is.
Okay. Well, next time I do a broadcast, I'll look at it before I go live, see if I can find that.
Yeah, I mean, even if you can't go on StreamYard and broadcast to Haps, but here pretty soon they're going to have it to where they have an RTMP setting, so you can go live on your OBS if that's what you use. But you won't. You can probably stream if the StreamYard.
StreamYard, yeah.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
they have an
Pablo
RMT.
said that with StreamYard, you could broadcast from StreamYard to Haps. He said that would work.
Okay.
But
I know you can from Haps to StreamYard, you can do that with the RMTP that they have. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
So if they have an RMTP and all the security code or whatever that's called, the stream key, you should be able to do it through Haps too.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's getting stabler. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I probably came over here for the first time about 2.5, 3 weeks ago or so, and they were having a lot of bugs and a lot of problems back then, but it's gotten a lot better.
Yeah, it has. It's gotten a lot better because all the people that were joining, they just couldn't keep up.
Well, yeah, that's where I came over from Periscope too, and
yep. So they switched servers, the graphics servers to, I guess it's an Amazon graphics server.
Okay.
So that it's getting more stable every day. Now we just need the little features here and there.
Yeah. Yeah, first it's got to be stable before you worry about green screen or any of that. But
exactly. That's what they're worried about, is getting it stable. Then they'll add all the little what everybody wants, like for Periscope, the bigger fonts. They're working on that, the live view count or the bubbles that you get in Periscope, and all that little stuff.
Yeah.
That all will come in time. It's just they want to get it stable for everybody to broadcast. And I have to say, it's been about 50 days since I've joined, and it's gotten a lot better. And there was only like 3 or 4 broadcasters on, maybe even 2 broadcasters on at once when I first started. And right now, just when I clicked into you, there's like 10.
Yeah.
So that I could see anyway. So
yeah, that would put quite a load on the servers having 10 running at once.
Yeah. So, but it's nice having the desktop, because you can have, besides you and me, you could have 6 other people on the screen at once.
And I did send Randy Horton an invite, but he didn't show up. So
yeah. And then you can also have other people in there as well. So you can have, let's say, 10 people invited, but only 8 can be on the screen, and the other 2 are only audio, which I did see the other day on a broadcast. I think it was Peter's broadcast. So, yeah, I think it'll be a good thing. Just have to give it a little time, and all the bugs are working out. But the more people over here that are over here and give the feedback to Peter and Pablo,
Yeah.
the better off it's going to be, because then the faster it gets fixed. You understand
Yeah,
that,
that's one of
right?
the first things I noticed was Peter and Pablo were connecting with the users,
Yes.
broadcasters, and talking to them and asking, well, what do you want? What do you need? What problems are you having?
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to genuinely care, and they're working on trying to make it better.
Yeah. Yeah. And when I was on Periscope, I didn't scope a whole lot. I mean, I did, but it was mostly for my practices for baseball and a
Mm-hmm.
couple games that I did and stuff like that for baseball. But I didn't really get on there and talk a whole lot. I didn't have a narrator or anything to take over my phone, so I just clipped my phone to the fence and off I go, because I'm the
Yeah.
coach of the baseball team. But yeah, so but it kind of reminds me of Busker in a way, because the Busker team was involved with the users, just like the Haps team is.
I don't think I'd heard of that platform before.
Yeah, it was probably four 4 years ago. 5, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. And they just couldn't do it. They were based out of Los Angeles as
Okay.
well, and they just couldn't. They were a little platform, but a lot of people liked it.
Yeah, it's a shame to see them not make it, but
Yeah, yeah. So I'm hoping that this app here will be good for everybody, especially for the multi-streaming. You know,
yeah.
the thing that they're trying to get now is they're trying to fix that is the lag in the comments, because sometimes the lag is anywhere from 10 seconds to 30 seconds. So they're trying to get the lag down on the comments.
Yeah.
So
Well, that would help.
yeah, but they're working on it. So
Oh, yeah.
I think they'll do it. It takes time.
Well, from what I've seen so far, I'm optimistic that they'll get everything straightened out, and this is going to be a really good platform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
already good, but I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah. And it's free. So, and if you can
Yeah,
multi stream for free, why not?
absolutely.
Because I was gonna go to, what is it, Restream, and do that,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think they're like 19-20 bucks a month or something. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. So
Yeah, there's a lot of those different multi-streaming platforms out there with some OBS and Restream.io and I don't know what
yeah,
else. Streamlabs,
yeah. Streamlabs is another one. Yeah.
StreamYard.
So okay, well, I just thought I'd explain. If you go to YouTube, you can look up blind sports,
Okay.
and you'll see different things on there. You'll see beep baseball. You'll see blind tennis. You'll see tandem biking, hiking. Um, there's all kinds of different ones out there. We don't have anything to do with blind tennis, but that's something that we could look into.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all specialty equipment and stuff like that. Like the bases for baseball, we only have first and third. We didn't see who stole second. Haha.
Yeah.
No, there's only a first and a third. Um, because the bases, they buzz and they're 100 feet from home plate,
Yeah.
and the ball beeps. So there's 6 outfielders, and they're all wearing blindfold because there's different blindnesses. Some people can see. Um, my vision, I can see 2450. So what you see at 450 feet, I see at 20 feet. and there's other people that have like dishwater. All they see is like a dirty fish bowl.
Yeah.
So, they can see light, and then there's others that are totally dark. So to make it even playing field, the outfielders are all blindfolded and the batter is blindfolded. There is one spotter out in the outfield for the defense, and they yell a zone. So everybody's in a zone out in the outfield. And that zone, let's say it goes to third base. So they would yell a number 6 or a number 4, and that means it's going towards them. They can only yell one number though, not 2, just one number. So they yell 4, so that that person knows kind of where the ball's going. Doesn't always end up that way, but it's close. And then the pitcher, the catcher, and the batter are on one team. So the pitcher and catcher are fully sighted, and the batter is blindfolded, no matter if they're totally blind or not. And then the pitcher knows the height of where the batter's pitching, where the batter's swinging, and then it's basically timing from there. 1001, 1002 swing, type thing. Yeah. And then they hit the ball and it goes down the outfield, and the base turns on, either first base or third base. And if they get there before the outfielder fields the ball, it's a run.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. That took some ingenuity to figure all that out.
Oh, it was created back in 1966, I think. I think it was 66 or 68, somewhere back in there. I don't remember exact date, but but back then they had it to where the batter and the outfielders were all padded up. I mean, they had, so if they fell over, they wouldn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't all that fun. People would have to walk to the base, that kind of stuff, because they were so padded up and stuff. So now it's just like regular baseball, really.
Yeah.
Except for less people and only 2 bases. So yeah. So that's how that's played. There's another one that we do. It's called goal ball. It's a 3-on-3 competition on a basketball court with a 36 or 26 foot goal that stands about 3 foot high, and 3 people are protecting their goal, and they're rolling a 3-pound rubber ball, to the other side and trying to get it into the goal. Now you have to remember, all 3 of these 6 people, I should say, 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, all have goggles, blacked out goggles on. So they have to go by the ball, which are our little bells in the ball.
Okay.
So, and some of them roll it across that court at 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, and it hits you. You're gonna feel it because it's 3 pounds. But that's all. You could also see that on YouTube as well. I'm one of there's probably about 25 of us, but there's about 25 of us that are coaches for blind soccer. Blind soccer is a Paralympic sport, and in 2028, the Paralympics is going to be in Los Angeles, and the U.S. doesn't have it's called 5-a-side is what it's called. Okay. They don't have a 5-a-side team for the United States. All the other countries have a team, but the United States does not. And if they are a 5-a-side player, they're playing for another country. So 25 of us got trained to be a coach and certified and all that stuff, and we're trying to get younger kids, 10, 11 years old to start playing this. So when 2028 comes along, that the United States will have a team to play in the Paralympics down in LA. So,
well, that'd be pretty cool. I hope you get it done. Get a team
yeah,
put together.
it's hard. I'm telling you, it's hard to
Yeah.
get blind kids because the parents don't want their kids to get hurt. Which I understand,
Yeah.
but still, you're gonna get hurt. Anybody's gonna get hurt playing sports,
Yeah.
no matter if you're blind or not. So
Yeah. It's just a question of when and how bad.
yeah, exactly. And we do have spotters, like I said. We have sighted people that help us do all of our activities. I mean, we're just not going out there in nowhere land and hoping for the best.
Yeah.
We're we have our sighted volunteers and stuff like that to keep us safe. I mean, I can see, but I don't see that well unless I've been there before. I will use my cane, or my dog, one of the two. If I haven't been to a place, I'll use one or the other, my cane or my guide dog.
Yeah.
So, but once I've been there a couple times, and then I pretty much have it memorized from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would imagine you got pretty good at doing that too.
Yeah.
Memorizing the way things are laid out when you go someplace new.
Yep. And some blind people, they count the cracks in the sidewalk. So they're at a corner and they go down 100 cracks or whatever, then they turn left or right, or however they do it.
Yeah.
Each person's different, so however they feel they can do it, that's the way they do it. So yeah.
But really, it's
Probably
a
boring to
testament to the
everybody.
human spirit, the adaptability and the will to succeed at whatever you decide you're going to do.
Yep. Well, and I know well, I work at the Lighthouse for the Blind here in Spokane, and we build from raw material. We build the entrenching tool, which is a shovel for the military.
Mm-hmm.
We build that from scratch. We build 80 different wall boards, cork wall boards, magnetic, in and out boards where it says in, out, and has the name of the person. We have a bigger one. We have a littler one. We do 10 different types of easels. Those are the ones that have the legs on them and stand up, so you can do a presentation or whatever. We do 10 different types of those. These are all from raw material. Remember that. So everything that we operate as blind at the lighthouse has two-hand operation. So you have to use two hands, so your hands aren't anywhere near the moving parts of the machine. Because we have big punch presses. I mean, big ones. And if you have your hand up there, and you won't have a hand left.
Be calling you lefty.
Everything. Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. So yeah, we build binders that the government buys. Everything that we make, the government buys, because we're Ability One, which they have to buy from the disabled before they can go to the retail or wholesale, whatever it is.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good program.
So yeah, we have about 70 blind or visually impaired people. It's usually 75, 25, 25% sighted, 75% visually impaired, blind. So that's usually how the lighthouses work. It's through some sort of grant that the government gives us. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm not that high in the company, so I don't know that part of it. So anyway, yeah.
Well, that's good
So
because they're serving a useful purpose. And if you want to see somebody go downhill in a hurry, just put them in a position where they have no purpose.
exactly.
It doesn't matter what
That's
their
what
health is. If they're in a position where they have no purpose, they won't last long.
exactly. And that's I mean, the Lighthouse is a totally different organization than Sports for the Blind.
Yeah.
We don't two different organizations. So I work for both. I don't get paid from one. I get paid from one. I have to pay bills somehow.
Yeah.
You know, everybody has bills. So
Yeah, that's true. Bills and taxes.
yep, the taxes as well. So anyway, I just thought I'd come up and explain that to you, and yeah,
Well, I'm glad you
everybody
did.
on, yeah, everybody on YouTube or Periscope or whatever, come on over to Haps, and of course follow the host here, and follow Sports for the Blind. And
Absolutely.
there's a lot of other broadcasters on here that are great that also came from Periscope. So come on over and check it out.
Yeah, so I'd encourage all the viewers to check out Blind Sports on YouTube and come over here to Haps and follow Sports for the Blind.
You got a lot of YouTube people on there, huh? Or is that just one person?
That's one guy that was doing a lot of comments. Somebody that
Yeah.
I know personally. So
Oh, okay.
before people started showing up, me and him were having a conversation.
Oh, okay. So down in right above your chat window, you have the eyeball there.
Mm-hmm.
That's how many views you have. If you click on
49.
if you click on the eyeball, it'll tell you your views. Because the 49 is interactions and views together.
So you got 49 from Haps, 10 on Periscope, 1 on YouTube.
There you go. So, do you know about the Haps Challenge?
Yeah, I got the hashtag in this broadcast, but it doesn't look like I'm going to hit the 250 live views.
You might. You might. You just have to be on there at least 10 minutes, which that's been. And
Yeah.
then 250 views. So, but if you go, I can probably try to get some people over here. If you want to try to hashtag a couple people, if not hashtag, but at certain people, they get a notification, and then you can invite them in as well.
Yeah, we could give it a try.
So you can do, let's see, you can do at Eric, ERIC, and then LEV, and it should be Eric Levitt.
Yeah, there he is.
And then you can do at Vince, AKA.
It's Vince.
Yeah, VINCE.
Okay. Vince Guzman.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can do at UKEB, and it should come up Ukeberry.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen one of her broadcasts before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you could probably do, if you wanted to try Randy again, you could also at Randy W, and it should come up Randy W Horton. and they'll get a notification that they were mentioned, and then they just click on it, and it should bring them here.
Okay.
So there's no messaging like Periscope where you can message behind the scenes right now, but I'm sure they're going to work on that at some point. But right now, you basically have to use like Twitter or some other one. But it's all good. Now you can have moderators as well.
Okay.
You know that?
No, I didn't know about moderators.
Okay. So moderators, so the moderators could block somebody for you, mute somebody for you, basically take care of your chat for you.
Yeah.
Is basically what they can do. They can, if you put them you can invite people as a director as well, so that they can basically direct. If you're busy doing something, they can switch the cameras to different people if you have different people in there, or different screens, like you have a screenshot of whatever, a picture, or whatever. You can do all kinds of different stuff with it. So that's what the llama is on the side. That's just a photo, and then you got the countdown. That's those two are generic, and then you can upload your other stuff.
Yeah, I played with some of that a little bit.
Yeah,
I used the generic intro on the beginning of this broadcast, but
then over on your right, or I'm sorry, on your left, you got your comments, and then you got takeover, I think is next.
Yeah, it's there.
So takeover, basically, you could put information in there, and then when you go to run that, it'll take you and I off of the screen and put whatever you have on your message up there.
Oh, okay.
And then there's the other one. What's the other one?
Notifiers.
Notifiers. That just puts it up at the top left. So you can put in a subject, a title, a subject, in the contents of whatever you want to say. So, like, for example, visit our website, and then have the website address, and thank you for whatever. I'm just giving you an example here.
Yeah.
So that's what you could put in there, and then when you want to hit notifier, it'll throw that into your broadcast.
That's pretty cool.
Which is pretty cool. Right now, you can't save. I mean, you can save it, but once you exit the broadcast and you go back into your broadcast, nothing's there again. So you have to reload everything. But they said that they were gonna try to get that so that if you upload images or whatever, they'll stay there, or your notifiers or takeovers. So
yeah, because StreamYard has something similar to that, where you could have graphics and overlays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And on theirs, it did save it. You put it in on your deal, and then when you come back later to do another broadcast, it's all still there, so you can use it again.
Yeah. Well, it's not there yet on this, but it will be, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
It's all good,
Yeah, Peter said, or I guess it was Pablo, I think said that they're going to have all the same features as StreamYard eventually.
Yeah.
So
just takes time.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to build it.
Yep. So, okay, well, I don't know if anybody else is in here to want to come up here, or if you want to, I need to get going here in a few. So.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you. And thanks for telling us about Sports for the Blind.
Yep, not a problem whatsoever. So, if you see me online or whatever, just say hi.
Yeah, you got a website for this organization?
Yep. The same thing. Sports, the number 4, theblind.org.
Sportsfortheblind.org.
Yep.
So on the website, could people give donations or help support your work?
Yep. There's a
All right.
donate tab on there. Down at the bottom. I had to think where it was.
Yeah.
It's down at the bottom. It says donate. So,
Well, I encourage everybody to check out the website sportsfortheblind.org, and if you can, leave a donation.
okay. Well, thank you very much, sir. You have a fantastic night and a better tomorrow.
You too, and thanks for joining me. I enjoyed talking to you.
Yeah, not a problem. If you want me to come in later, and go ahead and invite me again, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. That sounds like a good organization. All right, Vince. I'll wait just a little while longer. But no, that sounds like a great organization helping blind people play sports. Keep them physically fit and active. Good way to build friendships and, just maintain their health and have fun doing it. So, yeah, I definitely would recommend everybody go to sportsfortheblind.org, click on the donate tab, and leave something, because everything costs money. And even for my Christian brothers and sisters, pray for the organization. Let's see here. How come that box is still there? Yeah, I would think it'd be a pretty big challenge doing archery blind, but they've made some modifications and they've made it possible. And like you said, they have volunteers there that can see, that have normal vision. Huh. Just playing around here in studio trying to figure some stuff out. Oh, well, I'll figure all this out eventually. Right now, we're waiting for Vince to show up. A little refreshment. Yeah, I used to. When I was a kid, I had a homemade bow and arrow, and I wasn't too bad with it. The archery is a skill that takes a lot of practice. So imagine having to do it when you can't see. Well, I'll wait around here for just a little bit longer to see if Vince shows up. He said he'd be here in a minute, so. Give him just a little bit more time. Oh, by the way, that's not Vince. That's the Haps llama. Yeah, I'm with you. Rifle is a whole lot easier than using a bow and arrow. Well, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we need, is a picture of a cow over top of the llama. Just cover him up. No, I could upload some pictures, I guess. But right now, whatever pictures I upload, the next broadcast, they'll be gone when I come into the studio. Which he said they're working on fixing that too. So just give them a little time. They'll get it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that picture you sent me, how old is the calf? When was it born? Got a little text messaging here while I'm waiting on Vince. Hope he shows up soon. Oh, okay. Well, now 7 minutes ago, Vince said he's going to be here soon. Something must have happened. Hmm. Well, I'm starting to think Vince may not be going to show up here. Well, I may just have to go off the air here. Catch Vince another time. So I need to get some sleep. I got to work tomorrow. Hey, it's Raymond. How you doing? Greetings in Christ, Evangelist Raymond. Yeah. Yeah, Justin, you got school tomorrow. Maybe you better go to bed. So are you working at the orphanage or are you doing evangelism right now? Oh, thank you, Evangelist Raymond. Blessings to you and your family as well. No, I'm doing well. I don't know, am I frozen? I have to go and check here. Nope, not frozen. Good. I don't think it is. Is it frozen? Huh. Oh, absolutely. Would everybody just join me in prayer? for Evangelist Raymond, Danny, and his family. So, Father God, we just thank you that you hear our prayers and you sent your son Jesus, who died on the cross and paid the fine for our sins so that we could have fellowship with you. And Father, we just ask that you wash over Evangelist Raymond, Danny, and his family and the orphans in his care. And we ask that you would help to sustain and free the children who are caught in slavery. We ask these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. I think I'm about ready to close for the night. Praise God always with thanksgiving and supplication. That makes two of us. See, are you in Pakistan, Evangelist Raymond? Well, thank you. I'll take all the prayer I can get. Yeah, I thought I remembered you telling me that before. What time is it there? Yeah, that makes two of us. But here in the middle of the United States, it's 10:44 p.m. I was just getting ready to end the broadcast and go get some sleep. But I'm glad that you stopped by. Yeah, oh, it's morning there, see, and it's nighttime here. So you've gotten just off to a good start on your day then. And I'm just ready to go to bed. Well, may the Lord be with you and guide your steps and your thoughts, Evangelist Raymond, so that you can do the work and the will of the Father. And I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. So have a good day, and I'll see everybody on the next broadcast.